this.
That was a good first segment right there.
Maybe it's just a phase.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at .org/signs.
Well, we watched that Warriors game, and then after that, all of a sudden, Josh goes, "Holy crap! It's a 2-point game with the Kings and Hornets." So I flipped over.
Dude, I saw where Cousins
DeMarcus
had-
Cousins has 56 points until he fouled out on the most sissy foul ever, and it was BS. And then this guy, Troy Daniels, just comes out. They have like 12 seconds left, Chad. You'll appreciate this. 12 seconds left. They're tied. Or no, they're down by 1, right? No, they're down by 2. Guy gets the ball right in, doesn't even make a play. Nobody knows who Troy Daniels is, but he's been scoring like 8 of 9 threes. He drains his 3 from way back and makes it to put him up by 1, and everyone just went, okay. Like there was 12 seconds left, and he
Did they
just
play?
grabbed
Where
it
did
and
they play?
shit.
Were they in Sacramento?
Yeah, they were in Sacramento. Then me, Billy, and Zach just hung out all night.
How long they hang?
It's about 1.
So they left at 11. I mean, I was in bed by 11:45, midnight. Been tossing and turning a whole lot, man. It's like I lay in bed and I just
Probably not smoking pot, are you?
huh?
Probably not smoking any weed, are you?
Yeah, you just stay up when I do smoke. So. I mean, that was just yesterday. I didn't. But I'm not smoking weed like I used to.
Bet you'd sleep better if you learned some songs.
So I've been doing that actually. I'm not lying. I swear. And trying to find new harmony parts. Is what I'm doing.
what?
Just different songs. Some of the songs that we already have. I'm trying to amp it up like I used to. Hey, check out Twitter. Will you be the Twitter?
Thank you, voiceover guy. That was very intriguing. I like that.
What's really ironic is his last name is voiceover.
Really?
Yeah.
Mr. Voiceover.
Yeah. And it's just ironic that he's in that kind of line of work, you know?
I guess it's still real to him.
Yeah.
But we do have a good friend of ours on the phone line right now. Mr. Blake Stutz, are you there with us, buddy?
Beast Duts.
Blake Stutz, you there with us? Hey, man. It's interesting. I like seeing all these people you sell cars to now on Facebook. All of a sudden they're standing in a car and it's congratulations for this person, and I want to be that person one day. Yeah, right. You should see my bank statement. And that's not a Sasha Banks reference. Wait a minute. Holla! Man, you're just giving these things away. Triple H style, the cerebral assassin style. That's awesome. Hey, Blake, did you get to watch the Rumble? AJ Styles, my friend. AJ Styles. Well, Blake, we appreciate you calling in. As always, we appreciate you being a part of this show. And at some point, you're going to watch some wrestling event with us, or we'll go to some local thing, or we're going to hang out at some point.
Which one?
Oh, Ted DiBiase? Yeah, he was. Chad actually got a chance to interview him this past week, and he came to a church in Clemens. Where was it? Clements?
Clements Baptist Church.
Yeah, that was this past weekend. No, not yet. We got way too much to talk about today. Thanks a lot, Blake. We appreciate you calling in, buddy. Once again, that is Blake Stutz over at Long, Lewis, and Muscle Shoals. They score in the top 10% for customer satisfaction each year. He's local to the area, born and raised there, so you're supporting local businesses. Stress-free experience, no nonsense, no haggling, straightforward, but laid back. I like that. Straightforward, but laid back. Easy to work with, and he's going to give you all the information you need to make the right decision for you and your family. So be sure to go see Blake Stutz at Long Lewis Ford.
Long Lewis Ford, gonna cruise your blues away.
And scene.
And scene. Thanks a lot, Blake. Well, let's get right back into it. We've got some local shows coming up. This Monday, Monday Night Raw, will be live at the BJCC in Birmingham. That's February 1st at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center. So if you guys are looking for a good Raw to go to for the road to WrestleMania, be sure to check that out. It's on, like I said, February 1st at the BJCC in Birmingham. And also, February 4th, Memphis. NXT's making their debut February 4th at Minglewood Hall. That's a Thursday. Wish we could go to that one.
I already talked to Hallie. I know she's probably listening downstairs, but
I can't do that.
I don't know anyone.
I don't know anyone. I'm trying to get some leads in there.
She's the queen of Memphis, man. I say we call Jimmy Hart. That's what I say we do. Get Jerry on the phone. Let's call Jimmy Hart.
Hey.
Let's all go to it together.
And I've got his number too. Hey, we'll try it. We'll try it soon. But don't forget,
Hey,
also.
just real quick, Chad, just for my own sake, can you please give me a...
Come on, baby! Also, NXT will be back at the War Memorial in Nashville, February 5th. Can't wait to go to that.
Your sign guys are going to be there again. We've actually been trying to, and closer to the date, I'm going to maybe open the phone lines up, or hell, we'll open the phone lines up right now, and they are open.
Always.
256-764-1340. If you have a good sign idea for an NXT
Pitch
live
them to
event,
us. Pitch them.
pitch them to us. Last time we went to this live event, we had a giant sign that said, "If Eva Marie's here, we riot." And by the way, I don't think we've gotten to mention the fact that she did an article
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like she did a question and answer. I
on
forgot
all
who
the dirt sheets.
Yeah, it was on fansided.com. She was doing it
Chad
to
saw
promote the
it on
return of Total Divas on E, not a sponsor. But the first question she said was the fan reaction is a big part of your career starting when you first debuted on Raw in 2013. However, when you continued to go out in front of the crowd, the reaction was very negative. How did the boos and criticism affect you mentally? And she just said, she's got a lot of the training behind her, but she said at one of the live events, someone had a sign that said, and I quote, "If Eva Marie is here, we riot," end quote. And she said, I thought that was pretty cool. The crowd reaction is something that I definitely love. When I first started, if I walked out from behind that curtain and heard a pin drop or deafening silence, then you have to look at switching something up. Now, she's embracing her heel character to the fullest, which we were talking about.
You just said what I wanted to do. I thought as a wrestling fan, we've already done the boos, we've already done the yays. What if they came out and we said, if Eva Marie's here, we're quiet.
We're quiet.
Think about that, like she just said. If Eva Marie's here, be quiet. Because like she just said, the boos are good, the yays are good, but if there's silence, she's got to go back and reevaluate herself.
Silencio!
That's all we want. We just want her to go back and look in the mirror and go, why do I suck so bad?
But here's what's weird. I'm sure you guys saw at the end of the Rumble when they promoted for the Fast Lane.
It's her.
It's her. So, I mean,
Do you not remember when she did that like last year, though? Well, you don't watch Total Divas. Unfortunately, I do. It's pretty darn good, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I've seen a couple things on the network. They have it on the WWE network,
Yeah,
but you
but-
can get for only
$9.99 plus tax. No, I'm kidding. There's no tax. Vince McMahon isn't that much of a monster.
But we're really looking forward to going to NXT again in Nashville,
But yeah.
February 5th.
We need some more signs. That's what we need. Because Tyler Breeze isn't going to be there this time, but I'm still going to bring the Breeze Nut sign.
And let's just talk about that for a second, just real quick, man. His push has been demoted.
Now let's blame who again?
Of course, Vince, and
Of
creative,
course.
but still, I mean, it's just so sad. Again, an NXT call-up is the byproduct of how terrible creative and Vince McMahon is when new talent's brought up.
Jump in, Max. They said that he was getting de-pushed because he left an event early.
I saw
He
that.
asked. He got permission, but they think he'd been there long enough to be asking permission to leave an event early, so they didn't like that, and they thought it was disrespectful, so they're like, oh, no. He's
Let's
not
give
getting
moment of
pushed.
silence for Tyler Breeze's push. Rest in peace, Tyler Breeze.
First off, I didn't think he was ready to be pushed up anyways. I liked him in NXT. He'd been a mainstay there. But the dude it looks like Dolph Ziggler 1.0, not even 2.0.
Well,
It
here's-
looks like old Dolph Ziggler.
Well, here's what I was telling them last night. I feel like because of how entertaining, which has always been entertaining, but it's not as competitive as it used to be or it seemed to be. I really miss the days of smaller venues because it's more intimate. The fans they're going to sing louder. They're going to be rowdier.
It's like the first Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if they would, that's what NXT, it makes it so great is, it's a smaller place where it seems more rambunctious,
But it's the same way with any kind of sports. You can go to a basketball game and see these guys in high school. It's a very small gymnasium. You feel intimate, but then all of a sudden they make it to the pros and you never get. It's just different,
But it's
there's got to be
yeah.
that pro to make it to though.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're completely different entities.
I get it. I get what you're
know.
saying, but I'm saying just the feeling of like we could go meet this guy in high school, but then he makes it to the pros and we'll never get to talk to him. You know what I mean? It's like
Sure.
It's just like at NXT they'll respond to us, but we go to a Raw. They're not going to respond to us because there's 16,000
Please
people there.
talk to us! Well, so if they don't talk to us, we just wave at them.
That's one of our things. We
just stand up
we just
and wave.
stand up with a big goofy grin and
Hello.
just wave while everyone's sitting down and don't
And sometimes
stop.
they'll just look at us and go, huh?
I actually wanted to have a sign that said, "You're doing a great job."
Keep up the good work.
Like, think about if he's in a headlock looking up and it just says, "You're doing a great job." I would laugh at that in the ring.
But again, real quick, on these upcoming shows, NXT Nashville, February 5th at the War Memorial. Ring of Honor makes its return to Nashville, February 6th at the Metro Nashville Municipal Coliseum. And actually, you know what? We got to go to a TNA show that we were Eric Young's
That's
guest
what it is.
that night.
So wait,
yeah.
they're in Nashville,
Yeah,
but they're
they-
not doing War Memorial again.
No, we went to the fairgrounds. Is where Ring of Honor
Fairgrounds,
was.
I mean,
Yeah.
fairgrounds.
I was actually wrong last night. Max, thank you. Nerd Alert had to correct me, and I appreciate it.
So
But-
they're going somewhere different,
yeah, the Metro Coliseum.
way bigger.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, that's
yeah.
the one where they had the we went to lockdown.
Yeah, but still, I don't.
Way bigger.
Yeah, but you got to think too. I mean, it wasn't even packed at the fairground. So
Why would
it
they
makes it
do
big.
that when they know they're not going to sell it out?
Oh, they don't care really about that. I mean, they do care, but it's not
on
that.
it's on camera though.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
listen,
we-
Chad, we got to take another small pause for our calls.
For fuck's sake!
But when we return, we've been all over the topic of the Rumble, but we're going to get to the Royal Rumble, talk about Monday Night Raw, whatever else you guys want to talk about, right here on the Wrestling Rail.
WrestleMania 32 predictions. Call us 256-764-1340. This is the Wrestling Rail with Drumb and Drumber. We'll be right back.
You have a trivia question. Talk in the next segment.
Did you tell him which one? You tell him.
Yeah, I'll show you to him.
It's a good question.
I got shit so bad.
So does he.
Here's what you need to know. Looking forward, we have
Oh, shit,
a
twins.
race against Peyton Manning. Again, but the fourth time.
Well,
These
Cruz
guys will
brothers.
face in a championship game. That's impossible.
There's literally, I think, rumors going around right now that the Spurs threw the game last night.
Take your hockey and your
Well, I know they set Duncan. I mean, for an ankle.
Kobe Bryant is
Oh, it was BS.
Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, two Hall of Fame. We got
And Popovich is making jokes. You know what he said after the post game? You know what he said at the post game? We almost got them. They lost by 30, and he goes, "We almost got them."
They
That's
lost by
being
30?
Yeah, 120 to 90, something like that.
I mean, let me ask you, as
Didn't the
a
Kings go into double overtime? though?
basketball fan, do you think the Spurs are a lot better than the Cavs?
practice hard and you can beat your toughest opponent.
I mean, as of now, I have to say yes because they whooped
Your
them.
best time in the mile.
I mean, I have nothing to say. You should have heard the whole show last night. Every segment. Billy, at one point,
Hey, when we
just
doing-
starts yelling at me.
What do you mean?
We beat the coach out of you.
I didn't hear that part, yeah.
And the train wins.
Dude, let me get one of those.
What kind do you want?
Any approach
What do you mean, what kind?
is always closer
Yeah.
and going faster.
Bad or regular or?
Regular's fine.
Someone's hit or killed by a train every 3 hours.
We beat the
Oh, this is brilliant. The moment he said that, I
When
said,
we're doing
"Dude, just
question.
berate me."
They never, ever
We've been all over Rumble and then trailed off and then gone into Rumble, trailed off. Let's just hit Rumble, Chad.
Well, I've got dirt sheets now. We hadn't even gotten to.
Yeah, but let's hit
Yeah.
Rumble, then you
Yeah,
can get into all
they get
that.
Rumble
You
done.
need to talk about, you've already brought it up, we've talked about some, but we didn't talk about Triple H coming out. Let's just quickly breeze
We
through.
did.
I mean,
We all
just
expected it. Yada, yada,
yeah,
yada.
but let's just overdo it one more time because I feel like we were there and then just ran away from the conversation.
They get trivia in too.
You want to do trivia right off the top?
Yeah, let's do the trivia while we're waiting for a call because the questions about Triple H
Well-
anyway. So get into the Rumble.
40 some trivia into the segment song.
Into what?
Into the segment songs because we'll have to put them on hold. So
Oh, yeah. What's the time that we go out? Chris, 11:45?
you know,
I love
And
that.
we're back!
Get your tweets read live on the air. Your tweets.
Because we will read your tweets. Don't forget, follow us at Real2Us979. We will read your tweets live on air with us. But we got to talking about it.
Hmm?
Let's do. Are we doing the now? All right. Well, let's not do that. Let's go ahead and talk about the Royal Rumble.
We've kind of scattered all over it. We discussed AJ Styles made his
His
triumphant
phenomenal debut.
with WWE at number 3 and lasted a good while until Kevin Owens put him out.
Yeah. Dude, when he entered though, did you see? All right,
The
Chris-
hits?
No, we
Well,
didn't.
yeah. Well, Chris, our good buddy, we always put him over here on the show. Chris Smith. He sent us. I don't know if you saw the screenshot in the
I
group
ignore
text
you
last
guys.
night. It was so funny. It was some fan tweeted Kevin Owens is like, he said, "Why did you and AJ like hit so hard when you first got in the ring?" And he replied back, "Did you not see his haircut?" Kevin Owens is freaking. He's
Kevin Owens is
hilarious.
funny.
He's an awesome troll. But anyway, let's get back to the game. The Cerebral Assassin, the King of Kings.
Is now our 14-time World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, it's good storylines, you know? What can you say? Which leads us to Monday Night Raw. I mean, Max, do you have anything to say on the Kevin Owens-Dean Ambrose match?
it was amazing. It was amazing. Ambrose just never lets me down when he's in a match.
Max is kind of like the weather reporter from the Family Guy. Ollie, is that his name?
The
Ollie.
wacky weather man, Ollie.
Ollie, what's the weather like today?
Eagle
Rain! Eagle Rain! But I guess that leads us into Monday Night Raw, which, like I said at the top of the hour,
In MIA, Miami.
Monday Night Raw was fantastic. I do feel, and I said this to y'all before we get into it, I do feel like we're in a kiddie age now, where the only thing getting over is fart jokes and humor.
Yeah.
And the fact that they said llama penises. Good Lord.
And it started trending on Twitter.
The funniest was he goes, "We can't say penis on the radio. We can't say penis." We
They
can't
just
say
kept
penis."
saying it.
They just kept saying
But then the
it.
crowd started chanting, "Llama penis."
I couldn't believe that, but you know what? It's the world we live in now.
Well, it's not only that, it just shows you how mega of a star Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, is. When he shows up,
Rock
he
made
even
his
says
return
he
last night.
even says it. He just looks down to the 3 guys that are dressed up as Macho Man, Undertaker,
That was
and,
great.
and Hulk Hogan. Which I noticed they were actually opposite camera sides, so we were, they were facing the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they made a move because they still give them front row seats. They just moved them to the other side. So The Rock's looking down at him. He goes, "This is where we go off script," and he just goes out of the ring and calls them and just starts shooting the breeze with them. Tyler Breeze, if you will.
Then he looks at the guy and goes, "Put your phone down! Don't make me come over there and smack you or something." And then the guy starts going, "It's him, it's him." It was funny. The Rock did make his return last night because there were rumors about a former world champion coming back. All of a sudden, the limo pulls up in the back, and who pops out?
The Miz.
He's talking about how he's the most must-see, and then right behind you hear this big
truck,
black
yeah.
truck.
I think he got
Just-
from Long Lewis Ford.
He probably did. Where they'll cruise your blues away.
Is a sponsor.
It's a sponsor.
Yeah.
But he all of a sudden, I thought it was Stone Cold at first, to be honest,
did
because
too.
I hadn't read
I did
anything. I hadn't done any dirt sheet reading. I just wanted to be surprised. All of a sudden, boom, The Rock comes out, and that was pretty funny. Him going up to Lana,
Killed it. I mean,
going up to Lana.
they did not cut away one time.
How cool was it that he walks us all the way back to the gorilla position?
And tells us, hey, this is and he's actually going, all right, Miami, y'all ready? He's right there going nuts. And
I
he
am
says
getting
it
chills
again.
on that. That was really, really
That
cool.
I told, yeah, that was amazing. But man, there was no commercial break. I mean, it went on for a good 25 minutes with no break, no
I'm sorry,
commercial.
would you put a commercial during The Rock?
That just goes to show how good and the most electrifying man in all of entertainment is. Whenever The Rock shows up, owns it.
Well, when
Doesn't
he was
matter where
talking
he
to
is.
Lana and going, remember last time we were together?
She's like,
boy, you're
yeah,
flexible
yeah.
now, aren't you? I taught you the what was it? The Miami wheelbarrow?
And the walking wheelbarrow.
The walking wheelbarrow?
Wheelbarrow. Yeah, I mean, it was hilarious. Not only that, who else did he run into?
Big
back
Show.
there? Oh, he saw Pat Patterson. It was his birthday last night. I didn't even know that.
But he ran him to the Big Show and started saying about,
Scorpion
hey man,
King.
remember when we both went over the ropes at Rumble and I held on?
Think about if it was you.
Think about if it was
You would have been the Scorpion King.
And the director of the Mummy Returns said whoever wins this match will be the new Scorpion King.
I mean, I love it, man. And he starts crying and he breaks the Big Show's holding a laptop, just shatters it and keeps going. It was a pretty good segment.
You could tell it was definitely in 1990.
Oh, let's just go ahead and say this since we were talking about the Rumble, the R2 spot was pretty funny.
That was hilarious.
So good.
That was really funny.
He's, like you said, it is turning into kind of a mockery. All the fart jokes and all, little. It's,
Hey,
it's
him
all
and Gold
funny.
Dust backstage.
That was pretty funny.
I don't roll that way.
He's like, I need a partner. He goes,
I'm married.
He goes, I'm married. I don't swing that way. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it, but I don't swing that way.
No, R-Truth, I'm in a tag team partner.
It was
I
pretty
always
funny.
put my foot in my mouth.
Good stuff. It was pretty darn funny. But R-Truth comes out when his music hits. He runs to the ring, goes straight under the ring, pulls the apron up, pulls out like a 15-foot ladder.
Because he thinks it's a ladder match.
Yeah. And like, of course, everybody in the ring just kind of stops. He lets them put the ladder up, and he goes up for it and looks for the briefcase,
Or the belt.
or the belt, and it's not there, and it was hilarious. That's on him. That's on
my
Truth.
bad,
That's
my
on
bad,
Truth.
my
That's
bad.
on him.
But we forgot he's 50. We got to be careful.
44. I did look that up.
We're joking.
I know. I did look that
I know.
up. It was. They were saying they were joking last week. I guess on SmackDown after it was over.
But, it was a very good Royal Rumble.
Let's give away a $10 gift certificate to Champy's Chicken.
I think it's that time of the show.
It is that time. Max, you want to ask
Read
the
it.
question? Given that the Royal Rumble did just happen this past Sunday,
Read it once and then I'm reading it.
No.
You better read it better
and the
than I
winner
will read it.
was 14-time WWE champion
So
Triple
this
H.
past Sunday at the Royal Rumble, Triple H won the WWE title
Liven it up.
for a 14th
There you go.
time. There's only 2 people who have won it more than that. Who are they?
Are you asking me?
Once again, this past Sunday night at the Royal Rumble, Triple H won the title for the 14th time. There's only 2 other wrestlers that have ever won the title more than 14 times. If you can name those 2 wrestlers, we have a free $10 Champy's Chicken gift card for you. And the phone lines are open at 256-764-1340. Again, 256-764-1340. So we'd love to have a caller. Who has won the title more than Triple H? Only 2 other wrestlers more than 14 times.
Triple H is now a 14-time. What other 2 WWE superstars have held it more times?
Oh, I didn't know
than
you were just going to
14?
repeat what I repeated from Max.
Here we go.
Now it's Chris's turn. Like, who? You repeat the question.
Who has won the championship?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
man.
But as we wait on a phone caller, let's just get into Monday Night
Phone
Raw.
caller.
Yeah. Because there was some funny stuff last night.
Well, besides, we saw a tweet from Stardust.
Yeah.
He may be coming to an end.
Stardust is coming to an end.
You know, I mean, I would love. They have not let Cody be Cody since really during the what was his the faction called?
Legacy.
Legacy, yeah. I mean, post Legacy, he did a little bit, but then he started doing the.
He was actually over as Cody Rhodes. though.
Yeah,
Like he was
I-
getting over, and then he started the Stardust thing.
which is cool. Not really. I've never been a big fan of it. But why? I think Cody should just be Cody. Let him be him. But unless they're just going for this whole entertainment gimmick thing, I'm kind of over it. I mean, it's decent. But today, do we have any callers yet? Anything?
No callers yet.
We gotta come on. He wants a $10 gift certificate to Champy's Chicken. But we gotta say this. I gotta say this real quick. For those of you that are that are into the gaming, I love the WWE 2K16 game. Today, the DLC for Future Stars pack arrives today. It's a highly anticipated expansion pack that brings 5 fighters into the scrimmage. First being Samoa Joe. That'd be pretty cool. I know you're excited about that, Max, even though you don't really play the game. Also, we got the Los Matadores. They're going to be up there. And so is Blake and Murphy. So we got 5 downloadable characters. So if you own that game... and
oh my God, I have to get home. I have to get home right now.
Just
Blake
throw
and
that out
Murphy.
there. You can get that on the WWE 2K16.
We're not at a commercial, Chad. He signed off right there. WWE 2K16. There's no commercial break after that.
I mean, we can always take one. We can always come back early, though, right?
My grandmother's wanting to call in.
Oh, Justin.
Oh, Justin, I don't know this. Just give me the damn card.
All you do is listen and watch wrestling. That's all you do. Get a life. I hate you.
Call us, Hilda.
She's a very loving woman. But when we return,
Oi!
oi,
Oi!
oi,
Oi!
Oi.
Oi!
oink,
Oink!
Is it oink? Snort. We will be right back here on the Wrestling Reel.
Did you toot?
Oh yeah, dude. And they're like doo-doo farts.
Well, mine were...
Total doo-doo farts, dude.
No. Bad, Justin. That's why you get put in the corner.
Chris isn't listening. He's home throwing up.
Did you hear who was backstage at Raw? Caitlin. She looked phenomenal.
Yeah, right, dude. She's the weirdest looking...
Seriously, I'm 100% on his side.
No,
That and Dana Brooke are the 2 weirdest looking...
Yeah,
no Dana
women.
Brooke is weird. Like, I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah, right. If she was naked, you'd bone her.
Whoops.
Also,
And we're
the
back.
mics are on.
No.
Bone over the mud.
We got to end in 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Hey, y'all want to talk about WrestleMania 32 predictions? Let's just
Did we get
talk
through
about
everything Raw? I don't think you did.
The Fastlane main event got
There's
made.
not a whole lot. I mean, yeah, we can talk about the Fastlane main event is established. But
Dude, talk about that opening promo that Triple H cut was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. I mean, we can.
That's his religion.
Yeah, that was really good.
You are recording now?
Yeah.
Hall of Fame predictions. Who deserves to go in?
Well, it's not like we're going to have a say in that.
No, we just
Right?
answer though. Just talk about it.
Don't you think, like Hall of Fame, they should let us vote like they do the All-Stars in basketball? It shouldn't be a committee that chooses. It should be us who we choose to go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but then it could end up turning into.
Have like Savio Vega going in, you know?
I mean, it'd be, wasn't that you're always your go-to? So yeah,
I just see him in my head all the time.
Just going far now.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
They need to just put WCW in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
She put Bischoff in there.
Glacier.
Glacier?
Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Administration.
She just looks weird, dude. She looks like a man. She looks like a tranny.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
husband looks weird too.
Who?
Her husband.
Caitlyn?
Who did she marry?
Huh?
Who did she marry?
I don't know. He's some fit, like they're both like fitness nuts. No caller yet?
Was it you that showed me that photo of Caitlyn?
What photo?
She did a nude photo, but like it was for a sports magazine.
Maybe I did. I've looked up a lot of nude wrestling chicks.
Did you go buy that Sunny porno?
Is it out yet?
I don't know.
Oh, I'll stream that thing. I'm scared she's gonna look rough though, and she's gonna be like.
There's a trailer out for it.
But I mean, ask Chris. After Beach.com, it's too hard to go back to some things, you know.
Like all of my wrestling forums, Every single one of them, someone posted the trailer for it.
I saw the back door in China.
I never.
I just had to see what she looked like, dude.
Who?
Hot China.
No.
Getting banged from behind.
She moaned like a man. Bet she moaned like a man, didn't she?
You know I get you.
You're not gonna answer.
Break the walls down! Welcome to Raw is Jericho! And we're back here on
It
the
doesn't matter.
on the main event, the last segment. There it is. Here on the Wrestling Grill, we were already talking about. We've talked about the Royal Rumble. We've talked about a little bit about what happened on Raw, but it was announced last night on Monday Night's Raw, WWE Raw by Stephanie McMahon. It will be Roman Reigns versus the WWE Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar in a triple threat for the main event of the I think it was February 21st WWE Fastlane pay-per-view.
And the winner of that match goes to face Triple H at
WrestleMania 32.
Which all I can hope is that it's going to be Brock Lesnar, but we all know it's not. That's what I hate about the storyline, is that it's almost a little too predictable, because they're not going to they're not smart enough to put the Intercontinental Champion up against Triple H. So they'll go ahead and eliminate Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar's going to feud with somebody else. You know this. But
I heard Braun Strowman. Seriously, I read that even today. I've heard
I've
it a few
also heard
times.
Kevin Owens, AJ Styles.
Against
WrestleMania.
Brock?
No, WrestleMania.
Oh, that would be great. Which we did get to see, speaking of Y2J, against AJ Styles last night, which I was very excited to see on paper.
It was...
On paper, it looks good. Again, everything's so slow in WWE.
It's not that, man. It's a different style. Like Todd, our buddy, posted
It's a
a
slow
video.
style.
Todd posted a video today of AJ doing a backflip off the middle rope, catching the guy,
And doing
the DDT.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
It was phenomenal. But he's got to learn to come into this style. Again,
AJ style.
I'm going to compare it to other kind of sports, because there are different rules in college than there are in pros. You have to adjust when you move up to the big leagues, you know what I mean? Because it's the big leagues for a reason. They have it going. Like even Triple H says during the NXT things, when you walk out to the ring, you got to know that the camera's right there. He's following you here. So if you turn this way, camera, you know what I mean? You got to know all these things. And he, like I said, he almost ran into a camera guy because he was really close to him. So it's just, there was a few botches that weren't obvious, but there was a few times where all of a sudden Chris Jericho, you'd say, okay, I'm going to throw you in the ropes. But then they'd get tied up, and then AJ would grab him and throw him in the ropes, but then they get messed up. It was just, the fluidity needs to happen a little bit.
Well, I'll say this. AJ Styles, his contract, he got hooked up. I don't know if you've heard about
Owns
it.
his name, owns everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's a multi-year deal with WWE. I mean, and AJ's deal, it's reportedly allows him to retain ownership of his name, and WWE
Phenomenal
did
One.
not have that much of an issue with it. But he's also able to trademark the Phenomenal One and his finisher,
Styles
the
Clash.
So, to me, that just goes to show you how much star power he has, around the world. And I think that as time goes, because Vince doesn't usually go for small guys like that. So.
I'm super excited to see this, but you know what? We still have not gotten a caller for our Champy's Chicken question of the day. So I'm going to ask this one more time. We've only got a few minutes left, guys, so if somebody's out there listening and knows this question, please call in. And guess what? At this point, maybe we'll just help you out if you only know one of them. But the question is, this past Sunday at the Royal Rumble, Triple H won the WWE title for the 14th time. Only 2 other people have won the title.
Who were
More?
Name one of those 2.
Just name us one of those 2. If you know either one. And think about this. 14-time champion with Triple H. There's only 2 other people who have done it more than him. So if you know that, call in here at 256-764-1340.
So here's a little entertainment while you guys are just waiting. WWE Hall of Famer Sonny signed a porno deal with Vivid. I mean, we can just go ahead and say that.
Hey.
I mean, what about this? Like, this is the 1990s all over again.
Well, I mean, let's just be honest. We were about 13 years old when she came out, okay? So.
Well, and when AOL came out.
Hey, we got a caller!
Hey! We had a caller.
Chris, I blame you for that completely.
Why me?
Because you're the one pushing the buttons.
I didn't hang up.
Man. Caller, if you here we go again. Do we have our caller on the line?
Hey! Good morning. Welcome to the Wrestling Grill. You got an answer for us? Actually, who do we have on the line first?
BC Jackson.
Well, I'm gonna ask this question one more time for you, buddy. This past Sunday at the Royal Rumble, Triple H won the WWE title for the 14th time. Only 2 other people have won it more than him. Do you know who those 2 people are? No, you know what? I'm going to give it to you because you were right the first
You're right.
time.
It was Cena.
John Cena is a 15-time champion, and Ric Flair is the 16-time champion. Congratulations, man! You just won a $10 gift card to Champy's Chicken. We appreciate you calling in. If you'll hang on the line for 1 second, Chris is going to get some of your information.
Congratulations.
Thank you again for calling in.
You just won yourself a $10 gift certificate to Champy's Chicken located at 122nd Street in Muscle Shoals.
Echo in here? I swear you're repeating everything I'm saying.
That's what you do, man. Repetition.
Heck yeah, man.
Awesome.
That's kind of what our commercial said. It was, we'll remind you why you fell in love in the first place.
Hey, while we got you on the line, let's just go ahead and chat for a little bit. WrestleMania 32 is coming up. What are your predictions? What are you expecting to see this year? AJ Styles would be, yeah.
Hey, we're on the same side as you, man. I want to see AJ. Actually, I think I want to see him fight for the Intercontinental title more than I do the actual world title.
I'd love to see Daniel Bryan if he ever gets cleared. I mean, because he's been getting cleared by several other doctors, but WWE's doctor will not clear him. You think it'd be the other way around, you know? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that he's accident prone, but he gets so many concussions, I guess, with his style of performing that it keeps him out of action, which is very unfortunate because he's so entertaining and he's one of the few people that are as technically sound, you know, as anyone. So I'd love to see. Probably not. I think Max was talking about it last night.
We've got tickets to NXT February 5th, so
in
we're going
Nashville.
there.
It's just.
Dude, hey, you got a future diva in the making.
Ow!
The next Charlotte. Well, buddy, we appreciate you calling in. Hang on the line just for 1 second. We're gonna wrap up here in a second and get your information, okay?
Congratulations, buddy. Have a great day. Thank you.
I just want to say for the record, I told my grandmother to call in because she goes, I want the Champy's Chicken. She goes, ask another question that I would know, like what day is it?
Yeah. Did you wake up today?
And then she says, Mick Foley was the correct answer, right?
Gosh. She is just
You know what she needs? The WWE Network. It's only $9.99 a month.
No, attention.
No, she needs
attention
this.
is what she needs.
Hilda, do you need some attention?
I hate you, Justin. Oh, she's calling you. Meh. Can you actually be careful? Even though you're answering, you never know what she's going to say on air.
Yeah, no. Hello?
She's on there right now. We're not going to do it.
Yeah, we're not going to do it. FCC's going to be calling us here in a minute if she gets on the line. And that moment of silence. For,
Gosh,
Tyler Breeze.
I got to say, I love your grandmother so much. But man, she needs, you know, Facebook. She needs Facebook. That's what it is.
I think she needs you to come over and sit down and have some tea and crumpets with her, dude.
No, I need to help her cable out. I don't think she knows how to turn on her dish box.
Her dish box.
Not a sponsor.
Whatever that is.
So, we've had a good show today, Chad.
I cannot wait for the future shows that we got coming up because we are officially on the road to WrestleMania in Dallas 32. They're trying to break attendance records this year. Cannot wait. Hall of Fame is on the way. I heard Brutus the Barber Beefcake may go in. That's a rumor. It would be kind of cool. Don't forget, he was the Apocalypse. Wasn't he the Apocalypse? No, he was the Disciple. The Disciple in with the NWO with Hogan. Anyway.
That was a badass Christian band, I'll tell you that.
I remember that.
Disciple.
Were they local?
Memphis.
Yeah, local.
No, Chattanooga, I'm sorry.
What are y'all yanking on over here? Giggity. Quit yanking on me. Giggity.
Max is over here trying to pack up.
Pack it up, Max.
He feels like he's done already.
Guys, this is the Wrestling World with Drumb and Drummer. Stay tuned for us. Next week, we're here every Tuesday from 11 a.m. till noon.
And like Chad said, this has been the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer. Because it's still real to us. Yeah, you're not kidding. I don't know what Mammy would say. I love that you went, I hate you.
I'm going to say it.
You stupid fuck.
All right. Hey, man. Hey, thanks for hanging on the line, dude.
Hey.
JJ.
All right, just to get some information from you.
Tired.
You get, what was your name again?
So, hey,
I'm being
I asked
tired.
this yesterday. By the way, we went home last night and watched that game. Oh, my Lord. Honestly,
did you
there's
get
a
your
rumor going
cable?
out that popped
Yeah.
up
Okay,
the game.
and your address?
Like, just to show them. I mean, lost by 30.
I know.
But then all of a sudden, my brother goes, the Kings and Hornets, or it's like a 2-point game. So me, Zach, Billy, and my brother went over there, and we flipped it over. That's the game DeMarcus Cousins had 56. Double overtime. Crazy.
I think we just watch it.
Did you fill out those things for us, like per time?
Yeah. I got it from you.
Okay, and what's your phone number?
Billy keeps. Can I fill out a 4 if I call him right now and just resign his name?
I don't know. Did Nick say when you get paid?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
He just, every time he's been here.
All right, and your date of birth?
Lisa, right?
Yeah.
Lisa hadn't been here. I'll go
I mean,
ask
if you
her.
had told me, I could have just gotten a paper. I could have gotten one.
Yeah, I screwed that up. Yeah, I was so worried about the show, I forgot about that.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can just
Yeah.
come out of the station here
That's what
on
I know.
Sanfield
Mhm.
Street,
Come down here.
on next to the Coliseum, and just anytime within the next 30 days, and you'll be able to pick it up, man.
Hey, we can put all the equipment in. So when he does fill it out, he'll get like check.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for listening.
I don't know what y'all agreed on with Nick. I didn't know anything about this. So.
All right,
No,
man,
I know,
thanks.
but you're putting like a time card on this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, if Nick says he's getting paid from the beginning, then he'll get paid from the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work that way. It's pretty much Chad's just bailing out and Billy's taking over. Yeah.
I need headphones. Give me
You guys
where
put my
Matt. Let me get
equipment
those
back in.
headphones. I need to-